Hey, Zoe. Well, hello, everybody. Hey, Grant. What's up, man? Show me this thing that you've been working on. Wow. 25 years of JFGH. That's older than you and I, that they've been helping people with disabilities. I think that JFGH is a beacon of hope for parents who know that their loved ones will be cared for in a loving, nurturing, warm environment, but at the same time, they can continue to learn and grow and gain independence.
All right, now where does it go?
And I think at times, it's a lifeline.
Most people think that JFGH is only for group homes and apartment living, but it's so much more.
How are you doing, Mr. Willie?
Good.
These individuals are learning valuable lessons.
Just a picture up.
Very good.
An ambulance, very good. And if you need an ambulance, what number do you dial?
911.
Super job.
It's hard.
I know. You're doing so good, though. There you go. Looking beautiful.
This year, the MOST program was launched as a new innovative transition service for individuals with disabilities. They come each day from about 9 a.m. till about 3 p.m., Monday through Friday.
I like learning new things, like getting the mail, setting the table, things like that. I'm learning new things. We find out, research internet, research Metro, use computer. I want to still keep working at the same place and work on different jobs.
And living in group homes, right?
No, ding dong, you're wrong.
Oh, you want to live in your own apartment?
Yes, with some friends that are my age.
How long have you been volunteering at the group homes?
This is my first week. I'm doing occupational therapy, and I take people down there from their rooms. I have an interest in centenarians 100 and up. Edna Parker's 115 in 5 months.
In 5 months?
She lives in Indiana.
In Indiana. My goodness.
I'm going to help other people. I'll enjoy doing it and volunteering. And I'd love to push some people who are over 100 to the physical therapy room. There are some people here living who are over 105.
I don't know about 105. I only met one lady that was turned 102.
I'm keen to see her.
JFGH has done a tremendous amount for my family and for my friends. Our journey with JFGH began in 1988 when my parents were unsure what would happen to my severely disabled brother.
It took 9 months before we were told that Jay was disabled, although he was premature and never acted in the way that a typical baby would be expected to act. And he cried almost all the time. So it was a tough beginning. He was unhappy and apparently in a lot of pain. We tried everything, thinking that it had to do with us. We saw every doctor just to try and get information so that we knew how to treat him.
We were informed of Jay's disability in a rather negative manner. We had a doctor who had less than no bedside manner who basically came up and said, "You have a disabled kid," and kind of like walked out of the room in a gruff manner and kind of left us there with that.
It was a tough time.
The chief executive officer at the time was giving a presentation at the Jewish Community Center and talked about this non-sectarian group home agency.
And I heard the director at the time talk about JFGH, and although his adulthood seemed very far off in the future, they suggested that I sign him up at the time, so I did. We were focused on what he was doing then as a 5-year-old, but we knew that someday he would become an adult, and the program sounded like an ideal situation for him for someday, even though we couldn't imagine it.
One of the problems is the JFGH has limited amount of spots and an unlimited number of people who need the services.
So my parents put him on the waiting list in 1988. And in 2004, the call finally came that an opening had occurred at the Randy and Joel Mizell home.
Hi, Casey.
So we felt that Jay would gain independence as a result. And certainly he has. He's broadened what he eats since he moved into the Mizell home.
Your birthday's coming up, Jay.
He answers the phone.
Well, what would you like to do this weekend, guys?
And enjoys running the house meetings where they determine what they want to do that weekend.
You know, we were very fortunate to only have to wait 16 years on the waiting list.
For me, I do not need as much assistance. But that is the beauty of JFGH because they reach out to people with a wide variety of ability levels.
JFGH has an apartment program for people with less needs, and he's on the waiting list.
I like living at home, but at the same time I want to experience what my friends from high school and now college are experiencing. I would like for my life to be as typical as it could be. I am in my third year at Montgomery College. I've made the dean's list every semester, and I want to pursue a career in politics. First as an aide to a lawmaker, and then maybe running for office one day myself.
1, 2, 3, go!
JFGH in general, I think is really an amazing program.
That was great.
It just makes the residents, like, it makes them live the normal life that they should have. Janie, Annie, and I have started the JFGH Studios program. We just started it about a year ago.
You look the same? You're identical twins?
Pretty much what we do is we go and talk to the residents, and we do different activities with them. So far, it's going really well.
I'm so happy!
Get him! Give me 5.
Okay, Asher. Let's see if we can find Nan and Jay. Because I know that they are anxious.
Asher and Jay like to spend part of each weekend day together because during the structured week they don't get to spend a lot of time together. But on Saturdays they choose where they want to meet, what they want to eat, who they want to see, and we just facilitate it so that they can be together.
Jay, you have to smile. You have to. Why are you sad, Jamie?
Asher is a godsend for Jay. She's been his best friend and girlfriend since I guess they were 2. They've been inseparable. They've been in the same day programs, on the same buses. They talk on the phone. Even when they're together, it seems like incessantly.
Right, and they have the ability to understand one another and tolerate one another's idiosyncrasies in a way that those around them sometimes can. It's like they have a foreign language of their own. They understand where the other one's coming from in a way that I think a fully able-bodied person can't really understand.
I love you more than anything.
Asher is an only child, and like it or not, we are getting older, and it would just be, I think, very comforting for her to be in a JFGH home.
And again, with Jay being such a longtime friend of hers, she really wants to end up living with him.
So we're hopeful that, you know, at some point, 2 of them will be able to live in a JFGH home together.
Perhaps as husband and wife.
Bye, darling.
I think the greatest fear that parents of children with disabilities have is who's going to take care of my children after we pass away. You can arrange for financial security, you can buy stocks, annuities, or whatever, but the question is who's going to take care of the children is not one that has any easy answer.
And that's why we need JFGH to exist, so that we can imagine that our children will be safe and taken care of if we're not around to do that for them.
I know that JFGH, in their loving, compassionate way, will be with me on my life's journey every step of the way.
Good afternoon, Mizell. May I help you?
Can I get a big